Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the spiritual guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love each and every single one of you because love makes the world go round and round and round. And truly, love is the greatest medicine of them all. Look at all my tree friends. They're waving at us. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And let's do it all the Ma'at way. Let's spread love, peace, happiness, and joy. Hey, everybody out there, I want to send my sincere apologies. The Holy Yogi has taken a serious hiatus, a wonderful, much needed vacation, but I'm back. And I am back to share with you some phenomenal information. Jada and Will Smith has taught us the true meaning of unconditional love at the red table. And we're going to break that down for you today because, I've been preaching this since the time I started this channel. You know what I always say, love makes the world go round. Love is the greatest medicine of them all. And love, simply put, ladies and gentlemen, it always truly wins. And the one key thing that I emphasize to each and every one of you, are you ready? What did Jada Pinkett Smith teach us today? What did they teach us today that I've been talking about since we started? What this life is all about, what we came here to learn in this lifetime, and in the next lifetime if we don't get it right, and the next lifetime if we don't get it right. And that is unconditional love, ladies and gentlemen. Unconditional love. And they got into the business of that today. Yeah, I'm spilling the beans, okay, the tea, whatever you want to call it. The beautiful thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that can the public really handle it? We have been inundated with lying, with cheating, with stealing, with innuendos, with gossip, and one of the key things that we know about the key areas of what's getting you in a place from hell and to the place of heaven, that if you're in the business of lying, cheating, stealing, jealousy, envy, hate, and the like, well, that karma is going to lead you down the wrong path. But the beautiful thing about it is, at every millisecond of every single hour, we are born again every single day to make the necessary changes in order to be the best that we already are. So this is what the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith was all about today. And they sat at that table and they committed to what that table was all about. At the table is where we basically let down our hair and we do truly air our truth the way that is according to us. Your truth may be different from my truth, but the reality of the situation is, as long as it's your truth, it is a truth. That's all the universe could ever ask of you. That's why it's one of the major principles of my art, truth. Number one, justice, righteousness. And that's what they try to live their lives by. Is it perfect? No, it's on purpose. And that's all we could ever ask for any of us to do. Like it says in the Bible, too much is given, much is expected. And one of the key things that, all my life, I've always taught my children this, is that, the only relationship that you will ever have, oh my God, the only relationship that will be true, that will be honest, that will be unconditional, truly unconditional, that you can depend on through thick and thin, and that's your relation with God. Now, we've already established that who is God? I am God, you are God, we all are gods, okay? So it's all good because it's what? All God. And that's what they're doing, it becoming full circle. It's so ironic that, so many people are judging, have been criticizing them, and a lot of gossip has been going on. It was so refreshing to see, particularly Jada, where she spoke about, with the way the world is going on today, truly, their life experience shouldn't even be important to everybody. We got COVID-19. We got racism, running rapid to the point of Black lives really do matter because, we're becoming extinct here in America, ladies and gentlemen, particularly African Americans. There's so many other things to worry about. But then again, the key thing of why we're in the predicament that we're in as far as COVID-19, lack of love, ladies and gentlemen. It's real simple. Because if everybody was loving themselves and eating healthy, thinking healthy, doing loving things and the like, then there would be no COVID-19. You see, COVID-19 is a manifestation of hate, a manifestation of fear, a manifestation of anger, a manifestation, of gluttony, of lust, of all these other type of things. But how is that, Elon? Well, real simple. People lust after what? Money, power, fame, and fortune. That's why we got 45 in office. Let's be honest. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. People, get gluttony, eat an exorbitant amount of food because we've been told 3 meals a day so that the pharmaceutical companies can make money off of, selling prescription drugs and medication from indigestion type of, medicine and the like from, eating too much food 3 or 4 times a day, including snacks and the like, so that they can stay in business and so that restaurants and food companies can make a whole lot of money. It's not essential that we eat 3 meals a day and have, tons of, toxic food on a consistent daily basis. But what is essential is that we learn to love ourselves. We learn to say no to certain foods. We learn to get outside and exercise a day, like I was having my kids to do. Learning to fast. What I do is I have a 16 on, 8 off, a fasting regime, so that I don't become, dependent on food in order to exist, in order to feel alive in the world, like so many people are. That's why so many people are morbidly obese, because they're escaping and finding their happiness through food. Like Jada was talking about, she was trying to find her happiness outside of herself instead of inside of herself, instead of realizing that she was the first love that she was looking for. She couldn't find her happiness in Will or in, I forget the gentleman's name, Allison or Augusta, whatever his name is, or in anybody, in her children or her fortune or in her fame. After all that, she tried to find all that happiness there. She didn't find it because she was not loving and honoring herself. And that's what this is all about, And the same thing with Will. They had really broken up and got to the point where as they realized that the society's interpretation of what marriage is all about, etc., that's why they had to define it for themselves. They call it a partnership now because it really truly is a partnership. But the beautiful thing about it is that they got to that place for so many of us. Come on, let's be honest. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's be honest. So many of us, when we see those marriage vows of till death do us, but through sickness and health, through good for bad, till death do us part. I don't know all the terms or whatever, but that's some deep stuff. Okay, we make a commitment to somebody without, no matter what happens, we are going to stick through it. And let's be honest with ourselves. I would say 99.9% of American population, and the people that have said the vows, and I'll be the first to raise our hands, we said them, but we really, truly didn't mean them. Why? Because if we meant them, particularly in the United States, 50% of marriages wouldn't be ending in divorce. And of those divorces, the number one reason why it ends is because of money. We would not let money tear us apart if we really, really was doing unconditional love. We would not let relationships outside of our marriage tear us apart if we really understood unconditional love, We wouldn't allow jealousy or hate or any of those negative emotions truly tear us apart if we really understood unconditional love. And I'll be the first to raise my hand. 2 marriages and 2 divorces. But the key thing about it is, if I ever were to marry again, there would not be any divorce. It was a learning lesson to be learned. Just like Will said, he thought he'd never still be there. They had finalized things. He thought it was over. But true brave souls, true enlightened spiritual beings, truly know you can't get out of life alive. What I mean by that is that if you don't learn the lesson of unconditional love in this lifetime, the universe will give you an opportunity to learn it again and again and again. So you might as well just stick around. You might as well just do the work. Is it easy? No. But it doesn't have to be hard either. Is it a challenge? You better believe it. But it's worth every single step of the way. When you can get to the point like Jada and Will, there's nothing, like Will said, that she could do that would sever and break this relationship. It's a ride or die type of relationship, through thick or thin, okay? Through whatever's going on. There's nothing that he could not do that would cause the relationship to end, and nothing that he could do to cause that relationship to end. Now they ended it, that bad relationships forever, for life. But no, I think it is a good relationship. Because in that relationship, it clearly, like they said, it had to be God to keep them together. Because in their minds, it was over. But God had better plans for them. So I thank you, Jada and Will Smith, for teaching us the true meaning of unconditional love. It's not perfect. It just needs to be on purpose. And more importantly, we have to go and do the work. You know, the true work of unconditional love each and every single day. And then you can come out and you can fly and thrive. So I'm going to continue to pray for them. I'm going to continue to pray for me. I'm going to continue to pray for my children, because Jada and Will Smith were their role models, and I thank them because they had a choice to keep it private. They had the choice to lie, to continue the masquerade of, as far as what a true relationship is all about, because we bought into it. We bought in the Cinderella story. But I'm telling you, Cinderella's right. There's one thing I will say. Cinderella's absolutely right. Once again, it's a choice. If you want to have a Cinderella type of relationship, you can do that. People say it's unrealistic. The only aspect of unrealism is your thinking that it's unreal. And you know what? Your wish is the universe command. It will be an unreal relationship. So remember, this one important thing: the only true relationship that you will ever have is between you and God. You can depend on that through thick and thin. Through sunshine, through rain. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. And all the rest of those relationships, those man-made stuff, well, that's just icing on the cake if you can find unconditional love in a relationships with your mom, your dad, your best friend, your business partner, and also your mate, your husband, your wife, etc. That is the true gift on this earth. So continue blessings and prayers for them. And continue blessings and prayers for my children, whom I've used them as a wonderful role model, as a wonderful example of what a relationship is all about. And I'm glad that they truly showed us the truth. It's not peaches and cream all the time. But just like the phoenix rise through the ashes, so shall our relationships when we put unconditional love at the helm of it. So with that said, it is the it is the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the spiritual guru inside of you. So act like you know, be the goddess that you are, and life is gonna be absolutely delicious. Heaven right here on earth. Okay, let's do our minute meditation. Dear Heavenly Spirit, divine, gracious Mother, Father, God, thank you so much through Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, teaching me the true meaning of unconditional love. To learn to accept people for who and what they are, just like they are. Now, and those that are criticizing and judging them, I saw someone on Facebook calling them crazy and cuckoo and bad karma. But honey, child, if you're judging them, it's only a reflection of yourself. So look at the man and the woman in the mirror. And if you can see the good in that wonderful conversation, then you can see the God in it too. And that's all that we should be focused on. Judge ye not unless ye wants to be judged. Come on. It's the basics. It's the basics. Let's not judge, criticize, condemn, or gossip about people anymore. Let that be another lesson that we learn. Thank you, God, for allowing me to realize that. And that's learn to accept and love people for who and what they are. Honor and respect them. And send them light, love, and what? Healing. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to the Holy Yogi. Do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and ding, 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 ding. Hit that notification button. And do me a favor. Comment. Good karma, bad karma. What's your opinion as far as Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, red talk table conversation? But before you do comment, let me just say this to you. If someone says, like my son, my youngest son said to me, he's a Gemini. Keep that in proper perspective. Like Donald Trump and Kanye West. He's a Gemini, and he said, who cares? It doesn't matter. And I had to remind myself, my son and myself and my oldest son, no, it does matter, because I am you are me. I am Will, I am Jada. We're all one and the same. We're all one and the same. There is no separation. And if we ever could find healing in someone else, it enables us to find healing and love within inside of ourselves. Okay, peace, everybody. Love you. Have a fantastic Friday.